Hello there, thanks for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, today we're not painting the fence, we're painting the shed for a change. Well, just over a week ago now this came. I've been trying to do as much as I can. I was trying to do about 1,000 things a day, but it was getting a little bit too much and I thought slow down a bit. So today I've been concentrating on painting the shed. There's just a little bit to go over where it's not soaked in properly around the front, but I'll show you that later on. Poor Jenny, she's got her neck, well, what do you call it, neck guard on, or so she's got trouble with her paws, biting her paws again. So she's been to the vets, and she's got some steroids to stop her itching, which eventually she will. And we've had to buy some more expensive tablets, £90 for a month off the internet. So hopefully that will sort little Jenny out, but she's worth it. So I'll get on and paint this last little bit, and I'll show you around. Well, as we move around this side, this is all painted now, and that was just the last little bit to finish off. Got a little bit of touching up on the front to show you. The windows were absolutely awful. I've seen stronger cling film, to be honest. So I'm using that just to stop the paint going onto the concrete when I'm painting. But this is now much thicker perspex, and I've also sealed it in, so that should be a lot better. So if we come around here, this is the front. So there's just a little bit patches here I need to finish off. It's now got the shed alarmed little notice on there, but it was alarmed to start with because it thought I was going to paint it blue, but I've decided on the dark brown. So we go inside. Excuse the mess because I'm still working on all this. So we come inside. Definitely a lot more space than the last one. I'm trying to keep it that way. The Persia Django does fit in there nicely. I thought I was going to try and get them in front of each other, but it doesn't matter. It can go there. Still lots of room around here. Well, I've still got to do, this is the powder coating cabinet, but as it happens, it's actually wider than the last one, so I've got loads of room. I haven't got the powder coats in there yet. But what I'm going to do in a minute is put some stronger plywood up here. Still got a few bits left, and then I'm going to attach that one to the wall slightly lower so that I can get some of the other paints, normal paints, and that on top of it. So over here we've got the new compressor. I decided to go for this taller one now. It's a 50 litre, which should just about do me, and that just fits in nicely there. I've had to reinforce this area here for this this recoiling hose, air compressor hose, which hopefully it'll go in, but it did earlier on. Anyway, that does go back in there, so that will make that tidier. I've gone all the way around with this insulation. I've just ordered another 4 rolls there to do the other side. This has all been boarded in now with insulation behind. I've got the one light up there as a temporary, but so I've got another 2 more lights to come, and I've got the electrician. He's just given me a quote now, so I don't know when he's coming, but I won't actually be starting the restorations on this little mobilette, not till we got the electric up and running, and just finish off a few more bits and pieces. So he's going to put a couple of sockets over there for the polishing machine and the drill, so they'll be separate. You can see down here now the oven has now been fitted. That cable comes out here. That'll have its own socket here, plus another spare, but they won't be plugged in all the time anyway. So I've also got this little trolley. This is a bit of a mess at the moment again, but the plan is here we'll have all the sockets to hand, spanners, probably drills and everything down there. So if I'm working on the car, I can just take the whole thing out there. If it starts raining or I go in, I can just push it back in again. So that's the plan with that. All the floor's been done with these rubber tiles. Makes it a bit more comfortable. So a bit dusty at the moment, but I'll give it all a wipe over once I get round to it. So what I'm going to do, you might as well stay with me just to do this one thing. I'm going to put up this cabinet, and so I will need the tougher plywood. So I'm going to put some insulation in there first, and then we'll endeavour to put this panel in there. So this is what I've been using. It's only single-sided foil, but it was quite good price. I think would have been about 20 something pound for 4, but if you buy 4, it worked out about 17-18 pounds. So this is what I've been using. So before I put in this boarding, I'm just going to put in the little bit of insulation. It's quite easy. I'll have another little strip to do at the end there in a minute, but it's just basically just use this staple gun and that's it. And cut the bottom off, and then I just put another strip in there, and then we're ready to put the board on. So this is 9mm board. This is generally quite tough, what I've been using things on. This will actually fit in there nicely without cutting that, but unfortunately, it's always something, we've got the bit of this shed sticking out here, the part of the surrounds. So what I'm going to do, I'll have to just cut a little square out of that, and that should help that sit against there nicely. Just go slightly bigger, doesn't matter too much. And then I'll just measure how far out with that one. So I'll probably just cut that with a jigsaw. Right, that little bit's cut out now, so that's just nicely fits against there. So just use these smaller screws here. Now this is what I got from Gary Butler from Project Man, and thank you so much. This is the Evolution drill, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So as has the Evolution saw. So let's just get these in here for now. Just get started. And there we go. There's one. One more in, and then I'll just go around and do the rest. There we go. Right, I guess get the rest in and I'll come back to you. Well, I was lucky with this bit. It's just about fitted right. Just had to cut a little bit out there again, so it's pretty much level with that. There it is. So I'm going to screw that down. I will have to put some battens down here later on to put the plywood along there, but I'm probably just going to concentrate on that side first. But once I get a chance over the months, I'll be doing this side as well. So I'll just screw these bits in. I normally give it a coat of paint. It doesn't look much different from the actual plywood colour. Excuse me. But I think I'll give it a coat of paint. It's a hot summer's day, a rare one, so it's very sticky in here. So I might just give it a quick coat of paint. It won't take long to dry, and then we can get the cupboard up. So I'll be back to you just a bit later on. Right, the paint is now dry. I'll just show you the back of this unit. It's a B&Q unit, and you get these like little sort of hatches at the back there, and then they just slide onto there. So I've marked it all up. It was roughly 20 centimetres apart where they need to go, and I've levelled it off as well, so we know that's level and pretty much in the centre there as well. So I'm going to put these brackets up, and then hopefully that should just slide on, hopefully. Right, as you know, my luck, this is when you slide it on, you find it's an inch out or something. So let's give it a go. No, no, no. Do you believe it? There we go, I think. Yep, that's fine. So I'm going to have the powder coats in there. I can get some bits and pieces on top. Although I have quite a few powder coats now, I don't think there's as much as I had before, but they'll all go on there. I'll just put some stuff back, and I'll show you what it looks like. It needs a bit of a wipe down, covered in dust, but I'll come back to you and we'll see what it looks like. Well, I've had a little bit of a tidy up now, and a bit of a hoover up. So we'll just come in now. You see the Django fits in there just quite nicely. I've got plenty of room down here. The only other thing I've done today, I fitted up the split the wood, but never mind. I fitted up the camera up here, which can be a bit of a pain because it's got an intruder alert on it, but it also picks up any movement, smoke or anything like that, and then you get a message to your mobile phone. So for security reasons, I'm quite pleased with that, and that's all been fitted. And as I say, we'll get a couple of plugs down here when the electrician, or a couple of sockets when the electrician comes, one for the oven and one for this camera, which I just keep in an extension lead at the moment. And there'll be another 2 more sockets just up the end there for for those two. So yes, we're getting on now, and I won't be doing any restoration until we get the electric done. I'm not too sure. I've had the quote, so I'm not too sure when he's going to do it, but we're almost there. So all this, I'll put some silver foil in there and I'll finish that off once I get a chance, but it's slowly coming on now. Well, Jenny, Queen Elizabeth I with her collar is still about. It's trying to keep cool out here. It's quite sticky today. I'm just going to go in and shave and shower in a minute. So what we're going to do, I will start doing the restoration once we get the electricity done. That's on the mobilette, and I'm also going to go for a live feed one night. I don't know if please leave the comments if you're interested in that. We'll do a virtual shed opening party. One other little thing, you might not be interested, or I might just do a little quiz, just answer a question, whoever's first, but you might be interested, or you may not, in a Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations mug. And there she is. Look at that loving look on the front there, looking at her daddy. So that'll be a little competition prize if you want it, that is. But we'll do that on the live feed, and then you can just send me your details, whoever wins it, and I'll get that sent off to you. So as I say, we are getting on now. Thank God we got the shed, and just waiting for the electrician, and we're pretty much ready to go. So thank you all for watching. I'm going for a shave and shower now. It's very sticky, and we'll see you next time. I've got a review next week of one of the tools I've bought, so that will keep us going just for another week, and then hopefully by then we'll be up and running with the electricity in there. So until next time, you take care. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.